This will be a demonstration of settings in Second Chair Mobile. Settings button is in the upper right hand corner. When you press that, the pop-up screen appears. As you can see, the first thing on the screen is palettes, and you have an option to show, as here, where on the left and right side you have pull-out screens. Those are the palettes. And you press the white arrow for them to come out and the white arrow for them to go back. Here you can see the left screen populating with your cases from Dropbox. Alternatively, you can hide the palettes. If you hide the palettes, it looks like this. You can't see them on the left and right side, and you have to swipe to pull them out and then press the white arrow to send them back. Personally, I like to see the palettes, so I leave them on show because it's just easier for me. The next thing you'll see is exhibit notation. You can switch from numbers to alphabet, and this is used in the exhibit lists. The next thing you'll see are the labels. You can label the left pull-out screen as cases, projects, or reports, your preference. For litigation, I leave it at cases. Next are backgrounds. Second Chair Mobile comes with several backgrounds. The default is a gradient from light to darker on the bottom of the page, or there are photo scales of justice, law words, the Supreme Court, or a court seal. You can use your preference. The default setting is a sleeker look, but I prefer the Supreme Court because I just like the colors of it and the angle. So I'll set it at that. Next are case templates. Second Chair Mobile comes preloaded with several case templates, notably litigation. And you can use this screen to set your default, which I have done for litigation. You can also edit, delete, and add your own templates here. If I click on the litigation template, it pops up. As you can see, it is a file folder structure, much like you would have in your paper or electronic file. And you'll note on the bottom of the screen that you can add, insert, delete, or reorder. You can also click on anything listed here and change the wording of it or change what it says just by clicking on it. If you add, that will add at the bottom of the list. Typically you're going to be using insert. Here's an example of just clicking on the item, and you can change the word defendants to the person's name or whatever you want, and then you touch the screen again and that will be set. You can also reorder. You do this by tapping and holding the flag in the right column and moving it wherever you want. To insert, you press the insert button, then you press the green plus sign where you want to insert, and use the keyboard to insert whatever item you want. You can press delete, and just as you would expect, you press delete at the level of the item that you want, and then you can delete it. To get out of any of these, you simply touch the screen. And that was editing the templates. You can also add your own template by pressing the plus sign. You can name the template whatever you want. Click Add and add whatever file directory structure you want. You can press the minus sign and delete any template that you want. Next would be deposition templates. Here you see we have a number of deposition templates for common cases, auto cases, medical malpractice, premises liability, etc., for plaintiff and defendant as well as eyewitnesses. Here I've clicked duplicate, the medical malpractice defendant. It comes up, I've named it Dr. John Doe deposition, and in the right hand column these numbers represent the number of spaces for your answer. So if you're going to handwrite your answer, you might want to switch these from one space to more, like 3 or 5, so you have enough room to write. And then this will be in your template so that when you actually call this up in Second Chair Mobile, the spaces will already be built in for your answers. And again, you can add questions at the end. You can insert questions wherever you want. Clicking on a question, you can rephrase it. You can obviously delete questions, and again, you can reorder questions. But remember, this is where you set the space for your answers so that you have enough room. And it works as we explained with the deposition or with the case templates for adding, inserting, and deleting. I'm a poor typist, as you can see here, and that's why I've tried to make Second Chair Mobile as user-friendly for handwriters as possible, because that's how I primarily use it. Here I've added what state. If I don't want that anymore, I can just delete it. And again, you can touch anywhere on the screen and get back to where you want to be. When you're done, you click Cancel or Save, and again you can reorder things, as I mentioned before, just like we've done in case templates, by dragging the flag on the right side. Don't forget when you're done to click Save in the upper right hand corner. That's very important because then this will be saved as one of your templates. Again, I can't stress that enough, to click Save in the upper right hand corner. When you do that, you see that it lists in your template Dr. John Doe deposition. And if you have no more use for Dr. John Doe deposition, you can delete it, or you can click plus and add your own blank template. Create your own deposition template by clicking the plus and naming it whatever you want. Here I'm pressing minus and deleting Dr. John Doe because I don't need that deposition template anymore. There are also legal research links. This is where you set up the link that you'll be using in legal research in the tool portion of Second Chair Mobile. I set up Google, my law firm's website. Illinois has civil jury instructions online, and then Westlaw Next. You can also do Lexis Advance or Fast Case. You simply enter the name or the title in the upper blank, and in the lower link you use the http://www. and then the name of the website.com. Here I'm setting up Google, and then when you're done you click Save, and your legal research sites will be saved. You can go to any legal research site you want after you set it up here. And again, the plus or minus, you can add more, you can delete with the minus. Here is the site for Illinois jury instructions, which comes in handy if you're a litigator. And Westlaw Next. It's wonderful to do legal research on your iPad, wherever you are. Next, we have support, and you can email us, or you can go to the secondchairmobile.com website. There's a great deal of information there, including user guide, how-to, and tips and tricks. You can also change your PIN. That is self-explanatory. The privacy policy is listed, and the end user license is also listed. Since I'm a lawyer, I got to tell you, it exempts just about everything. And then About Second Chair Mobile tells you what version you are operating. Hopefully these tips will make it much easier for you to understand the settings on Second Chair Mobile. Thank you.